We've come to the shores of Lake Erie, just outside Cleveland in Wickliffe, Ohio. It's the finals of the NCAA Bowling Championship, now on ESPN. We welcome you to Roll House Entertainment, formerly Freeway Lanes, for tonight's finals, featuring the Lady Jacks of Stephen F. Austin and the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who are trying to go back-to-back. You look at the bracket, and man, Vanderbilt had their work cut out for them, losing in the very first round. They had to come through the losers bracket with impressive wins over McKendree and perennial powerhouse Nebraska, but here they are in the finals against Stephen F. Austin, who breezed on in to today's championship. Well, hi again, everyone. I'm Dave Armstrong. This is Carolyn Doran Ballard, the Hall of Famer. And Carolyn, I'll tell you, Vanderbilt trying to win that back-to-back national championship, and it's not an easy thing to do.
It is not. You are the team with the target on your back. Everybody's out for you, and it's funny because Vanderbilt is usually a very strong team from the beginning. They were not. They came in playing defense. You can't do that. And what happened? Got knocked into the losers bracket, but this morning they came through like the champions they are. So I'm expecting great things.
Stephen F. Austin won this title in 2016, and guess who's back? Dakota Hazelwood, their anchor bowler, and she's great.
She is an awesome bowler. She is a senior, and she would love nothing better than to go out as a national champion. What does she have to do? Stay focused, and she will feed off her team. She loves the energy that this team gives to her, so I expect her to make great shots when needed.
How about Maria Bolanova? We saw her this morning struggle a little bit of trouble with her nerves. What do you expect from her tonight?
It's funny, Maria always comes through in the clutch, and she did. She struggled a little bit in those first few games, but this morning she took a deep breath, stepped up, and came through in the clutch. The coach had a little chat with her after this morning and said, look, here's what you have to do. One shot at a time. It's not on all your shoulders all the time, so take it one shot at a time. She said, I'm going to breathe.
They're going to breathe and have that important 10th frame, perhaps, to decide it. We use the Baker format. Explain what that's about.
Baker format is the epitome of collegiate bowling. Your first bowler will bowl the first and the 6th frame, second bowler, second, 7th, and so on and so forth. You get 2 shots. They need to be the best 2 shots of your life.
Well, both of these teams have a shot at the title. It's Stephen F. Austin against Vanderbilt, and the first frame is coming up next.
The NCAA Women's Bowling Championship is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here.
Welcome back to Roll House Entertainment in Wickliffe, Ohio. Who is going to win it this year? Is it Stephen F. Austin, or is it top-ranked Vanderbilt winning back-to-back national championships? The Lady Jacks are led by Amber Lemke, who is in her 8th year, of course, guiding them to the national championship in 2016. Her lineup, she says, it's a young one, including a freshman leading off in Carleen Byer, but you've got Dakota Hazelwood in the anchor position and Paige Beanie, both seniors, in that 4 and 5 spot. Now the head coach of the Commodores, in fact, the only coach they've ever had. He started the program, John Williamson, now in his 15th year, and of course they won it last year and also won in 2007. His lineup, well, features Emily Rigney from Australia in the leadoff spot, and then in the anchor, we've talked about her, Maria Bolanova from Moscow, Russia, and her parents are here as well, Carolyn, all the way from Russia to watch her bowl. They haven't seen her bowl as a collegiate bowler in quite some time, and so that kind of adds to her nerves a little bit.
I think it does. I mean, your parents obviously travel all the way from Russia to watch you bowl, and I think she put a little bit more pressure on herself, just wanting to make them proud, wanting to win for the team. So again, had to really put everything back in check and just decide, I got to take one shot at a time.
I love it when they come out of their huddle with the cheers and getting themselves fired up. They've had a chance to get used to the lights, the cameras, and now it's time for action. Stephen F. Austin, and They're purple. Of course, their championship in 2016, the school's only national championship. And we'll see if the Lady Jacks can pull off the mild upset against the Commodores, who come in as the #1 seed. And leading things off for Vanderbilt will be Emily Rigney, the only lefty in our competition here tonight.
It'll be interesting to see how she plays the lanes, because she is the one that will see the least amount of transition, being the only one on the left-hand side.
Well, crossing over for the first strike of the day.
Well, I don't care who you are. I don't care how many titles you have. The first few shots are, you're getting your nerves in check. You're trying to get your legs underneath you, and again, you only get 2 shots per game, so it's a lot of pressure.
First time that Carleen Beyer has faced this kind of pressure, growing up on a dairy farm in Wisconsin. She handled it pretty well, leaving the 10-pin. Amber Lemke told us that she has juggled her lineup quite a bit this year, looking for that perfect formula. And she said Beyer just settled in to that leadoff role in her freshman campaign. Look at some of the keys to victory for these two teams.
Stephen F. Austin, they want to keep it really simple. Fill frames, and the team needs to stay focused. And what Amber had said that means is they need to just pay attention to themselves and not get caught off with what the other team was doing.
A missed single pin. The 10 stays put, and an open frame for Stephen F. Austin. Now for Vanderbilt, how about them?
Vanderbilt's keys, they want to control their emotions. That goes back to what happened early on, where they were just thinking too far ahead, playing defense. And again, fill frames, make those spares. Whatever you leave, pick it up.
I think that is probably, in the years that we've been doing this, filling the frames is far more important than stringing strikes.
Everybody gets really caught up into, oh, I didn't strike. Oh, I didn't strike. It's okay that you didn't strike. I would take 10 clean frames over, a 5-bagger, open. I mean, it's really just about making that shot and just picking up the spare.
Megan Eaglehouse leaving the 2-pin. And now Adele Warner will try to convert this. So she's got it. Nice spare off the strike. And a lead for Vanderbilt after the open in the first for the Lady Jacks. Eaglehouse going after the 2-pin. Right at it. Oh my gosh, she tugged it. And that's 2 open frames in a row. Those are the nerves of this first game.
Change balls, going to throw it a little bit straighter, using a spare ball. And she missed left, but that is all nerves. They were rock solid during the last few days, and this is just one of those things they have to regroup.
How about this? Kristen Qua, who did not bowl earlier today, carpal tunnel injury, but she's going to give it a go here tonight in the championship. And leaves the 6. That's a big story, because that is a huge addition for Vanderbilt if she's able to go physically here tonight.
And Kristen's also going to play a little bit deeper than everybody else. Her ball speed looks a little bit slower, but that could be due to the injury. It'll be interesting to see how long she plays.
Now Sarah Gill. There's a way to come off of 2 opens. Interesting to see how Kristen will react, not having bowled. We didn't see her yesterday, didn't see her again this morning. And now she's able to pick up the 6-pin and keep things clean for the Commodores.
It will be, because you know what? Not bowling, and then all of a sudden, by the way, hey, championship. So your two frames are extremely important, right? It will, but she's got a lot of international experience as well as the collegiate experience. So I think she'll settle in rather quickly.
Here's Paige Beanie One of two seniors on this Lady Jack team. But first, Samantha Gaynor.